I would say it's a human mother-daughter thriller movie.
Whoa!
Yes!
I don't know how I can beat that. I can't beat that.
You can share it. We can share it.
Yeah.
That's our answer.
Can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I was initially attracted to Claire, honestly, because of how intense and complicated her relationship was with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it was such an interesting dynamic to explore. And then Claire is also just such a troubled person and complicated, and I love complicated characters. Right. Yeah.
I absolutely love the script. I can remember reading it. I was sick in bed with COVID, and I was kind of, reading a bunch of scripts, and I opened this one up and I was like, this is extraordinary. The writing was so clear and so compelling and really surprising. And then I was completely shocked and delighted by the twists later on. And Kate is someone who is, it's deceptive, who she is. You really do feel like she's not someone who's going to be capable, who's really going to be able to act on anything. She's struggling with grief and trying to keep this farm going all by herself, and has a daughter who's an addict, and it's rough. She's sort of at the bottom of the barrel emotionally, and so it's really surprising what she's able to do.
Oh, I love Michael. Working with him, he is so sweet, and I loved every day. I felt like he was just so in love with the story and so in love with these characters, and so thoughtful. Everything that he brought to the table was just, he had so much detail and care behind everything that he wanted to do.
Care. I think that's a great word for Michael. I mean, I think he really cared so much about everything, and brought a real sense of calm to the set as well. He was really very, very prepared, really thoughtful about how he was going to tell the story, and gave us enough support at the same time that he let us do what we needed to do emotionally. He set a great tone. There were a lot of obstacles. There were crazy weather obstacles with smoke coming down from Canada, and we'd have electrical storms and have to shut down. And then we were struck down by the strike. Yeah. So we shot this movie and then had to come back an entire year later to complete it. That was rough. And I honestly can't believe that he was able to hold it together so masterfully that entire time. But he was just great. It wasn't hard. It was great working with Sydney. She's just a phenomenal actress, and so prepared, and has a great work ethic, and is very emotionally available. And I think that this is a dynamic. The mother-daughter relationship is something we're both familiar with and interested in too, about how strong this bond is, how elastic it is, what it can hold, what it demands, I don't know, it's something that can really define a lot of your life. And it was wonderful to have a partner like Sydney to explore it, because we really were able to build it together very quickly and very easily.
Well, I've mentioned this, but I'm not surprised. Just by how kind you are. You've heard me say it, but you are so thoughtful and considerate, and just I always loved watching whenever you walk up to different crew members and ask them about their kids or their life, and I was just like, oh, you're such a good human being. It's so good, because it's sadly it's rare. It is rare, and so being able to work with you, it's just inspiring.
Thank you.
You're incredible.
Aw, thanks. I unwind with baths and puzzles. But that's really it.
Yeah?
That's it, man. Although, oddly, I could not find a hotel room with a bathtub in all of New Jersey or Pennsylvania. We couldn't find it. So I had to was on just a shower.
Oh, no.
And that was okay. It was okay. And I had my puzzles. So that was fine.
I usually unwind by like calling my friends or my family. That's usually what I do. I hang out with my dog.
Oh, Donald's such a sweetheart and such a great actor.
He's
right?
incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, when you watch him on camera, I mean, I remember when I was doing the scene, my skin was crawling, but then he's so goofy.
Yeah,
he's a goofball.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
He's very funny, really smart, and just incredibly aware as an actor. And especially for me, because you had it too. You had some physical stuff with him. I so admire how careful and precise he is when he's doing that kind of physical work, because it really earns your trust as an actor. But he was great. And yes, he's very menacing in the film, not so much in life, right?
Mm-hmm. For Claire and her struggles with substance, I found, Michael actually showed me a series on YouTube, and it was this guy who interviewed a bunch of people on Skid Row that struggled with addiction. And there were like hundreds of videos, and so I would watch them over and over and take notes and listen to different stories and watch the mannerisms, and I kind of drew from multiple different people on there.
It's really fascinating these days that a movie launches that way, or that can reach so many people globally. Because I do think that when you get down to it, these stories about our lives are global stories. We're all human beings, no matter where you are, no matter what your culture is. We all come from families. We all have loved ones. We all have relationships that we struggle with. So there's that part. And then we all love to be entertained. And so it's kind of wonderful to enter the universe or the globe with something that offers both of those qualities.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. SweeneyMovieNight.com